Your Grow Nebraska weather starting out with the drought index, and it's looking a little worse, especially down in Kansas. Severe over 80%, almost 81% in the severe category, and extreme nearly 50% of Kansas. In Nebraska, extreme over 5%, nearly 25% severe. Drought-free, though, a big portion of eastern Nebraska, the Panhandle, and the north central part of Nebraska as well. So pretty good for Nebraska, not so the case in Kansas. Soil temperature wise, 55 to 60, a slice in the Panhandle, most areas 65 to 70. Southeast Nebraska, most of Kansas, a soil temp 4 inches down, 70 to 75 degrees, and it reflects it quite well there. What is planted? Nebraska corn 91% as of late this last week, and Kansas 86% of the corn now planted. Well, we look at the 6 to 10 day outlook. Most of the country will see temperatures above seasonal. That tracks to what we are looking at in our 7-day forecast coming up for the week ahead. And as far as temperatures are concerned then for the month ahead, below average in a portion of Nebraska's Panhandle, and then above across most of Kansas and the extreme southern tier counties of Nebraska, otherwise equal chances. 90 days out, Nebraska, a big share of Kansas, will see temperatures near normal for the 3-month outlook, but there is a portion of southern Kansas that will be above average according to the National Weather Service's 90-day outlook. 6 to 10 days out, precip above average. We like to see that. In fact, there's a slice well above average over the southern portion of Kansas. Much needed moisture, and hopefully that indeed does come true in the week ahead. As far as the month is concerned, above normal for the 30-day outlook, and we will indeed take that as well. And then 90 days out, as far as precipitation is concerned for the next 3 months, above average across almost all of Nebraska except the extreme southeast corner, and northwest Kansas, also above average in the precipitation category, otherwise wrapped around near average, and that is good too. So we hope that all comes to fruition. Well, here is our normal for the week ahead. It should be around 74 for highs, 52 for lows. But ahead of us this next week, it looks like we're going to average around 81 for highs and 62 degrees for lows.
And Jeff's joining us here, Heartland Farm Partners, and we're going to explain a little bit about those markets, what's going on. We're going to focus a little bit on soybeans here. How are they shaping up so far?
You know, what a difference 1 week makes. Last week we had prices pulling back. So far this week, the old crop beans have been up 60 cents a bushel. What's really surprising, though, is new crop beans, which we wouldn't have expected to see this big of a jump, is up 55 cents, so almost the same.
And what's causing that hike then?
You know, what we're back to is we're back trying to solve the problem we've been talking about, and that's the fact that we really just do not have enough supply out there at a certain price. So what's happening is each month USDA comes out with some numbers, and they did that in May, and they said, you know, where do they think we're going to end up at the end of the year? And they forecasted 130 million bushels of soybeans is what we'd have left. Couple challenges. The one is we're going to have a record amount of imports. To put that in perspective, they're forecasting we're going to have to import 90 million bushels. The most we've ever imported is 36 million.
And when we come back, we wrap up our series on expansion of livestock in Nebraska.